I'm Shivani and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I make videos every week talking about things that simply matter. So, today the topic reads, are you a masculine or a feminine? And we all have been in school and we know, like, of course, Shivani, I'm a girl, I'm feminine, I'm a boy, I'm a masculine. But no, we're not talking about your genders here. We're talking about energy. What energy do you carry most dominantly? Do you carry masculine energy more or do you carry feminine more? Why I say more is because we carry both. We humans carry this duality, this polarity, this dark and the light within us. The yin and the yang, the Shiv and the Shakti, the left brain, the right brain, it's all within us. And I'm not even making this up. There is a study by, I think, Dav Joel. Yes, they conducted in an Ivy University and they found out on all 1400 men and women. So it was not just like 2 or 3 people, okay. 1400 men and women, and they found out that there was no whatsoever any difference between their brains, between how they operate. Duh. And we are told men do this and women do this. No, I think what the stereotypes we associate with is our energy. Masculine energy has certain traits. Feminine energy has certain traits, which is why when a girl is tomboy, it's like, not so comfortable. And when a boy is trying to be more, expressive and emotional, we all like raise hell, like, oh no, shut up, suck it up, do not share what you're feeling. You're a guy, toughen up, man. But no. And this is where most of the people do not find themselves one with themselves. They do not find themselves comfortable in the society. And this is why it's important to understand this dual perspective within us, this Shiv and the Shakti, the dynamic consciousness of Shakti and the static consciousness of Shiva. Yes? So, what is masculine energy? Everything you associate with a man is almost like what masculine energy is. Driven, direction, they are going, they are goal driven, they are a lot to do with physicality, with tangibility, and a lot about doing things, action. Whereas feminines are more about receptivity, emotions, empathizing, helping, and creativity. So that's where your left and your right brain comes. So if you ask me a simple, more technical term to put these into, I would say empathizers and systemizers. So who are systemizers? More like a masculine energy. They focus on one task, they break it down, they analyze. Women, feminine energy, are more holistic in nature, which is why if you see most modern new age concepts of spirituality, of just being where you are, of meditating, of tapping into your creativity, these are more feminine energy aspects. And why are we so kind of like alarmed with it? Because we as a society, since decades, ages, we are now totally consumed by the masculine energy. And this is what I want to break it here. Like, we guys think that when we talk about rise of the feminine, we are being partial to one gender, we are being biased to one gender, and men are feeling completely left out and completely like nowhere in the picture. Like, we are just talking about women empowerment, we're just talking about the rise of the female. No, that's what I want to break here. We are not talking about the rise of women as a gender. We are talking about the rise of feminine energy, of the fluidity, the flow, the calmness, the compassion, the grace, the openness, the nurturing, encouraging aspect of a feminine energy. You know, this is all feminine energy is about: being more open, being more encouraging people, cheering people. That's why if you say, but women are jealous, right, Shivani? No, women, feminine energy is not jealous. Women are jealous. Why? Because as a society, when we are so skewed towards masculine energy, even women are like, we are getting more and more dominated by the masculine energy. So to equate with the men in our lives and in our society, we think like if they're aggressive, we gotta be aggressive too. If they are competitive, we're going to be competitive too. But that's not the essence of a woman, and that's where I believe it's truly messing up the equation both within men as well as women. How come in men? Because, I mean, when a man is too much in his masculine energy, when a man is one, this world is already so ego driven, okay? Second, when it's the mass male gender carrying so much of masculine energy within them, there is no outlet. Think of masculine energy more like a glass container. Yes, it's like very rigid, very stiff, very hard. Uh, they know they're all about action, right? But then they're not about letting it go, about surrender, about trusting, or about even knowing themselves. So what they do, they bottle up everything. And is that healthy? Of course not. That's not at all healthy. That is why most of the men feel caged by their own masculinity, because they are not able to tap into their own feminine side. It's their own feminine side which wants to be feel those emotions, which wants to tap into the creativity, which wants to be, not always rush into. And so basically that's like suppressing a part of you, and that just gets you all overworked, pressurized, feeling stressed, and anger. That's where the whole anger is stirring into the world. That's where all that violence and aggression is coming into this world, because men, women both are tapping so much more into masculine energy. Hence what we say, the patriarchy, the misogyny. That's where it's coming from. The world is like more about violence, more about aggression. Why? Because we are dominated right now by this huge wave of masculine energy. And which is why when this new age consciousness is talking about the rise of the feminine, we mean the rise of the feminine energy, both within men as well as women. So pretty much that. We will talk more about how to do that. It's great to talk about, yes, this is how it should be, this is how it is, but how do you do? And this is talking about on a global level, but if you talk within your own self, in your own personal life, it's also impacting you, holding on your self-development, your own personal growth, because yes, you're all about both for men and for women. I mean, even excess of feminine energy is not good. Excessive of masculine energy is also not good. When a woman is too much into her, or a man, anybody for that matter. Okay, let's take it like we're all humans. Okay, fuck the genders. Okay, so for example, I am a very dominated, a feminine dominated energy. But when I'm lost, it's crazy, because when my masculine is not balanced, I lose myself. I feel scattered. I feel lonely, and that's what most women do. That's where depression sets in. That's where anxiety creeps in. And for men, of course, I just explained, there's no letting it out. So women are a lot like water, okay? But you need a container to contain all this water, this fluidity, this creativity. Otherwise, what it happens, it just spills. It scatters. It's got nowhere to go. You have all these ideas, you have these creative, beautiful ideas, but you do not have your masculine energy to support it, to push it, to fire those ideas into actions. Is it gonna like make life any better? Of course not. And that's what self-development uh, centers around, when you try to channel all of your feminine as well as your masculine energies into balance. In spirituality, it said the enlightenment is the union of the balance of your feminine and your masculine energy, which is the Shiv and the Shakti. Exactly that. So, how do you become the divine masculine and the divine feminine? It's by the balance of these two energies. And so, pretty much like why we're talking about the rise of the feminines, why we are talking about women. No, we're not talking about genders, we're talking about energies. Soak that in. You, even if you're a man, you need this feminine energy for your growth, for your development, for your peace. If you're a woman, you too need it. You cannot, I think we really need to stop this shit of saying, if men are gonna stoop lower, I'm gonna do the same. Like, you're gonna cheat, I'm gonna cheat, okay? If you can do this, I can also do this. No, I don't think that just makes any sense. I think that's the most ridiculous argument people put up to, and that's not done. That's not how it is or it should be in any which way. So in our coming next two videos, part 2 and part 3, we'll talk about how, if you are a more feminine dominated energy, if you carry it within yourself, how can you tap into more of masculine energy? And if you are someone carrying more of masculine energy, more of this masculine traits, and how can you tap into more of your femininity? So hope you have a lovely week ahead. Stay tuned. I'll make new videos every week, and wishing you so much of love, light, and balance.